C'est un témoignage exceptionnel, Zarifa GHAFARI, le combat d'une femme dans un monde d'hommes. L'Afghanistan est votre pays. Vous aviez 3 ans quand les talibans ont interdit aux filles d'aller à l'école. Vous aviez 6 ans lorsque les frappes américaines ont commencé. Et 24 ans, vous êtes devenue la première femme mère dans la région de Wardak, l'une des plus conservatrices du pays. Vous avez été l'objet de 3 tentatives de meurtre. Vous avez fui votre pays. Les talibans sont aujourd'hui aux mains de l'Afghanistan et vous témoignez dans ce livre exceptionnel qui est donc publié chez Latine et qui fait l'objet d'une adaptation à travers un documentaire événement qui sera bientôt sur Netflix. Vous diriez aujourd'hui, Zarifa, vous êtes l'incarnation de la possibilité de la liberté en Afghanistan, la liberté pour les femmes. Vous y croyez encore ?
When it comes to freedom for women in Afghanistan, I always, for me, as a person who had the chance to go to school, to go to university, and to work, and to rise the way she wants, it's so important to see the women of that country to go through the same. Unfortunately, women of that country nowadays are striving. They are abandoned. They are facing a big mess of their lives. And I am, more importantly, when it comes to education, women, there are millions of girls, they are abandoned from school and they're not able to go to school, especially to secondary and high school. So looking to these all, I really feel broken, and I don't feel that much proud of, calling anything of that situation as related to any kind of freedom. But yeah, I'm really positive about the film and the book, because this book is also not just a story of my life. I'm sure you have been reading it. It's the story of 3 generations of women, my grandmothers, my mother, and my self. So it gives an open eye to the lives of women in that country. And then when it comes to the documentary is a properly image of Afghanistan with so many divisions, with so many conflicts, but still the love of that people for the country. And then something which is so important, that we women, despite being victim of so many conflicts, we are not giving up. So this book and the film is just like that.
Oui, c'est un témoignage très, très fort, ce livre. Témoignage qu'est votre vie. Je le disais, vous allez devenir la première femme mère dans une région extrêmement conservatrice, mais vous allez être aussi la victime de 3 tentatives d'assassinat. Votre père sera tué. C'est une violence que vous allez connaître très jeune.
Yeah, to a province, to a male-dominated province, to a province where women subjected to home or to grave. So in that province, being the first ever female mayor, it was like incredibly hard. It was tough, but just because there was another mayor long time ago, years ago, during the presidential period of Hamid Karzai, Zarifa GHAFARI in Daikundi. So I knew about her, and that was also something, if she couldn't, why not me? So so many other reasons, like if I want to change something, then why not to risk something? Because I know everything in the world, every big change in the world happened because of some people took some risks for it. Like look at Nelson Mandela, look at Gandhi. They have been in prison for years and years. They have been through so much pain and difficult times, but now the world is proud of them and they are part of memories. So for me, it's always about changes from the best, changes from the root of the situation, and that can only happen especially in such areas where women are subjected to just like be a housewife. So in that kind of areas, it was so important to just stand up and show and prove the power of women. And I'm so happy after 3 years of working, when I was leaving my office, there were so many people crying.
Oui, mais vous avez dû quitter ce pays de manière dramatique. Vous le racontez dans ce livre, avec tous les risques que ça comportait au moment du retour des talibans. Et vous assistez aujourd'hui à ce pays qui s'est renfermé, où les femmes ne peuvent plus aller à l'école à nouveau. C'est un retour en arrière.
Yeah, definitely. It's going backward, but it's going backward because of the same world where they call themselves human rights defenders, the same world where they call themselves activists, and then human and women rights defenders, or so many other slogans they call it for themselves. Especially UN is celebrating an event in headquarters, New York, kind of with the title of Support for Education, in a time where millions and millions of girls are not able to go to school in Afghanistan. And it's also not something which UN doesn't know about it. They know about it, and they have been closely in touch and watching everything and observing everything. So in that situation, I feel like so broken, but that feel of broken mostly gets like so strong, and the power of not giving up, because when you see that the world betrayed you, then you think of how to get up yourself. So nowadays we are trying ourselves to not give up. We are, especially women of that country, we have been victims of all the conflicts of that country, but the history is proof for this entire thing that women, despite anything, they never give up. They have been the beauty of that country. They have been the beautiful part of development of that country. So these all, however, definitely these demonstrations, when women are demonstrating in the middle of Taliban in Kabul, we at least expected a huge amount of support from all around the world, from everyone in support of women. But it never happened, and no one talks about it. That's why whatever we are doing it nowadays is just us. We are all alone. We are fighting ourselves, but it doesn't matter how alone we are not giving up.
Oui, le titre du film sur Netflix, du documentaire, c'est « Entre ses mains », entre vos mains. C'est qu'au fond, vous dites, cette situation-là, nous allons quand même la prendre entre nos mains. L'avenir de ce pays est entre nos mains, entre vos mains.
Yeah, definitely. The future of the country is in our hands. It's everyone, and this documentary is a proof of it, that whoever wants, they could definitely help the country and people. So we believe into a bright future of that country, despite we are so much alone, despite we are abandoned by the international community, despite there is no voice in support of us, in support of each and every girl who's crying for school now, despite seeing how amazingly the world is, kind of skipping news, at least from Afghanistan. Still, we are not giving up. Still, we know that the future depends on us, so we are fighting.
Oui, un mot sur ce qui se passe en Iran. On parle beaucoup en ce moment, évidemment, de cette jeune femme qui a été tuée parce qu'elle ne portait pas son voile correctement en Iran. C'est une autre situation où ça vous fait penser à ce que vivent les femmes afghanes?
Whatever happens in Iran, it's also when it comes to the freedom of choice and the right of choice, then their fight is right, and I support them, and I really admire these women. But when it comes to Afghanistan, in a country where a girl child is not able to go to primary school, to go to secondary school, how you want them to think about what to wear? Style comes so later than your primary rights. How to wear, what to wear, should cover yourself or not cover yourself, that's something so later. Then that primary rights like education, food, human rights, and all that rights which gives you the importance of a human being and the value of a human being. So these two topics are a bit different, not a bit different, more different. But yeah, when it comes to the freedom of choice, definitely I admire that and I go for that. Whatever Taliban was also now, and they were also forcing women to have this black dresses and a hijab and all that, which I was against that too. And I'm against this too, that today morning I received some of tweets from so many people, especially from French people, telling me that take off your scarf, then talk of freedom. It's like when it comes to freedom of choice, I love this scarf. My grandmother was using it. My grandmother was using it. So I'm using it also in memory of them. And this is what my culture is. The history of the woman in that country, they always used it. So yeah, I'm doing that. So never ever, I don't think that, when you have the freedom of choice, someone needs to tell you what to wear and what not to wear. And that's why the fight of Iranian women are good, nice, and they're doing right. And I support them and I encourage them for more, because my people, the women of that country, the scarf, I have it here on my head, and the color I wear it. It's that country, the colorful country, the beautiful country, and at least this beautiful scarf, I have it in my head. These burqas are not my culture, but Taliban are forcing that to my people. So that thing of Taliban and that thing of Iranian government, it's definitely bought not so right, and resisting on it is the right of everyone who believes on the freedom of choice.
Oui, vous aviez tenté de rentrer dans votre pays que vous aimez tant, en Afghanistan. C'était pas possible, évidemment, pour votre sécurité. Vous espérez un jour pouvoir revenir à Kaboul, chez vous. Et qu'est-ce qui vous permettra un jour de dire « je peux enfin rentrer » ?
Oh, actually, I never left that country to think about should I go back or not. I'm out for some purposes, and most importantly, the purpose is about letting this world, letting the European and American and UK people and all these decision makers and allies of Afghanistan to understand the pain, the loss, the achievements, and the importance of all the achievements of Afghan people. And I try to play my role in it. And then whenever I'm done with my schedule, why not? Home is a better place to just have a nap.
C'est-à-dire une sieste en Afghanistan. C'est-à-dire...
Oh, I mean, take a nap in Afghanistan, just going to the top of a mountain, having a piece of carpet with me, and just sitting or maybe lying down there and enjoying the fresh weather.
Merci pour ce témoignage. Zarifa GHAFARI avec Anna Lucenda Smith, avant donc le film événement sur Netflix et ce livre chez Lattès, Le combat d'une femme dans un monde d'hommes. Merci beaucoup pour être venu témoigner ici.
Thank you for having me.